Hello. How we doing tonight, folks? Happy Sunday. Thank you all for joining me for the Sunday night stream. This is Sunday night stream number 7. Holy crap, 7 weeks in a row. Wow. Hope everybody's doing well. Turn the music off there. All right, am I coming through loud and clear? Let's see, who have I got with me here so far tonight? We've got Joe Reese, Sean Sr., Dream Emulator, William Ramskill, Patrick Simmons. We got Dave, Laura Hanson, Entertainment Wizard, Richard Keith Bailey, Ross Jordan, Punisher Batman Fan, Darren Hackney, Husker126, Saturn Video, Alexis Horror, Joseph S., Lathan, Dylan, Kyle, Rick, Manuel Villarreal, Michael Piatowski, Future Coffins. I like that name. Dan, what's up, Dan? We got Hetero Gamer. What's going on? Cinemurdrum, Adam Pope, Dying Breed. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday night. Before we get this started, I want to do a celebratory shot for everybody out there who's joined me on this Sunday night. Got the good doctor here. Always got the good doctor nearby just in case. You know, you never know when you need to see the doctor. So I keep the doctor always within arm's reach, which I needed the doctor a couple of times last night because I rewatched The Greasy Strangler for a Patreon review request. And I still feel dirty. Still feel dirty. Hey, the good doctor. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Got a few things to talk about tonight. Scream Factory's 10-year anniversary today. It's been 10 years since they released their very first 2 releases, which were the Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 collector's editions. So 10 years. Wow, where's the time gone, right? Jeez. Also, we're going to talk about the Friday the 13th 4K controversy. Big announcement tonight. Hollywood Jeremy has signed the hottest free agent to the PWO. That person will be revealed. The identity of that person will be revealed at some point tonight. So, huge free agent signing. Yes, indeed. But first, I need to get some feng shui going here in the man cave. I've got a fresh batch of Unita candles here. Got 2 of my... I've decided to stock up on 2 of my favorite scents. So that is exactly what I did. The Unita Candles card. Excuse me, does your mother know you're watching this? Thanks, Piz. A reference to my Friday the 13th, A New Beginning story from a long time ago. Yes. I may repeat that story in an upcoming video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And possibly the next Tales from the Piz video. So I replenished my stock of... I'm out of focus. Friday the 13th Part 5, fresh linen candles. Love the smell of these. And I think my favorite You Need a Candle scent is the final chapter Toasted Marshmallow. These are so good. Oh, smells so good. Oh, goodness. Got the candle warmer preheated. Ready to pump this sucker in. Fill the man cave with the scent of toasted marshmallows. Ah, yeah. What's up, Drum Smash? What's up, Justin Moreno? There's Jamie. There's Rizami. Will I be getting a photo op with the Greasy Strangler guys? No. 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 No, 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 no.
Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Thank you, Connor Stevens, for the $1.99 super chat. The Friday 4K HDR seems botched to me. Well, why don't we go ahead and talk about it? Those are the only two scents that I got from Unita this time, but those are my two favorites. And it looks like Christian threw in some ghostly gummies, gummy candy. Ghostly gummies. Cool. I'll take those. What's up, future dead camper? How are you doing tonight? So yeah, the Friday the 13th 4K controversy. I think I may have inadvertently stoked the flames of this controversy. When I first watched this, when I first popped this in on the night of the 13th, which is the night that this was released, during the nights, it was dark, but a lot of 4Ks are just naturally darker. But this one seemed even darker than dark. And when it got to the nighttime sequences, I couldn't see a damn thing. It was super dark. And so I posted about that on social media, and I had a lot of people say, yeah, it's way too dark. I had one person broke it down for me. They were talking about there were artifacts, and the stuff was blown out, and this and that. It got very technical when it came to these things, which I don't get that technical in my reviews. I just know what looks good, at least to me, and what doesn't. And there were scenes here, like the opening sequence with Alice, where she's walking down the street, and her death just looked absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. But when it got to those night scenes, it was very dark. Now, it didn't even cross my mind to adjust the settings on my television or on my 4K player, because after the initial setup for each of those, I've never had an issue. I've never had an issue with a 4K. So it never crossed my mind to adjust those settings. So the next day, I rewatched it. I adjusted really just one setting, and that improved the picture quality overall immensely. Still a little dark, I think, in my opinion, but that certainly improved things a lot. So I don't want to discourage anybody from picking this up. I think it's $20 now on Amazon. There are sequences in this. It's the best I've ever seen Friday the 13th look. I've seen Friday the 13th on pretty much every format with the exception of beta and Laserdisc. And there were sequences on this 4K. I've never seen the film look better. The scene at the end where Alice is on the lake and you've got the fall trees behind her and being reflected off of the water, it looked like a painting. It was just so vivid and colorful and just gorgeous. So I don't want to discourage anybody from getting it. Sometimes picture quality is very subjective. So just know that you may have to adjust some settings. I know other people have reviewed this release and they've talked about improving the picture quality with a few adjustments. And I do agree with you, Dave. You shouldn't have to adjust your television or your player every time you put in a disc. And I've never had to do that. This is the first time I've had to make any kind of adjustments to and I didn't even make an adjustment to my television, just my 4K player. But yeah, I don't know. That was the first. That was the first. But it did improve the picture quality here exponentially. So if you did purchase this and you're unhappy with it because you think it's too dark, and I know a lot of people out there, based on the comments on my social media posts, have agreed that it is way too dark. So there you go. Your thoughts, if you picked up this release on 4K, was it too dark? Were there other issues? I heard some people say that the HDR was all off. Like I said, one individual just went into great detail talking about how just the picture quality was just not good, period. And again, all those very technical terms when people talk about artifacts and this and that, I don't get that. I don't know what that means. So, I mean, let me know what you guys thought of the Friday the 13th 4K. If you manage to pick it up. I'm going to put a poll here. So there, I just posted a poll. Let me know what you think. Let's see. I do feel some key information is missing here in regards to your perspective. What display are you watching on? And is it calibrated by chance? Yes, I just talked about calibrating everything when I first set it up. Do I have the Steelbook for Friday the 13th Part 2? Yes, I do. I do. Hey, Ewan, how are you doing? Big Ronnie said that F13 4K must have been made by bullshit artists. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Yes. Oh, and I apologize, Alexis. You said that you shouldn't have to adjust your TV every time you buy a new 4K. I apologize. That's true. That's true. You shouldn't. I was talking to somebody else about that as well, and they were like, but they basically echoed that sentiment. You shouldn't have to adjust things for every 4K. So I did think it looked really good after I made that small adjustment. So I know Christian did a video talking about it, and he'd made some adjustments on either his television or his player or both. And that improved it too. So Saturn Video, sounds like you had the same experience. You had to change one setting on your player. Never had to change it before. I get you. Hey, what's up, Jill? Yes, Heat. That's another release that a lot of people have said was too dark as well. I've got the 4K. I've just not had a chance to watch it yet. Heat is one of my all-time favorite movies. From my understanding, it is darker, but that is because that's what Michael Mann initially wanted the film to be, that dark. But Warner Brothers adjusted the color to make it a little brighter. So, I don't know. So tinker with your settings. If you pick this up and it's too dark for you, like I said, tinker with your settings. A lot of players have different, HDR modes. Some players have settings that are specifically for like a movie setting or like a vivid setting or a standard setting. Just kind of scroll through those, see which one looks best for you. And I would probably do that with the player first before you tinkered with settings on your television. So keep that in mind also. You sent yours back, Manny? Oh, not because of the darkness, but because of the lack of the original mono track. Okay. So, and if, like I said, I think it's $20 now, but I would not be surprised if it doesn't go on sale again. So, there you go. But let's see, what's the poll looking like here? What's everybody saying? 71% say it's too dark. 29% said that it is perfect. Okay. Of the 29% of you that said it's perfect, did you have to make any adjustments? Let me know. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would certainly appreciate that very much. And we've got 162 folks watching right now, so thank y'all for tuning in, hanging out with me on this Sunday night. Trying to rebuild my collection. I sold most of it when I was moving for extra cash. Can you give me a must-buy disc? Ooh, a must-buy disc for your collection. God, that's a tough one, man. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite Scream Factory releases here in a little bit when I dive into the Scream Factory 10-year retrospective. So there might be a release or two in there you want to mark down. So Richard is disappointed with the 4K So Dark DNR in comparison to the SF Blue. Dave, you went and saw Barbarian. Cool. Yeah, I'm hoping to see Barbarian sometime this week. I've not heard a thing about it, not seen a trailer. Want to go into it nice and blind. I've actually not got the Lost Boys 4K yet. It should be here soon, though. Also, I got a shipping notification about my Trick or Treat Studios Halloween Ends mask. That is on the way. So that unboxing will be happening very soon. I'm excited about that one. Alexis, you watched Slugs. Oh, God, I love Slugs. Love Slugs. Yeah. Love me some Slugs. I've not seen Pearl. I'll probably wait for VOD for Pearl, but I've heard really good things, which I'm very happy for Ty West. I was talking about Ty West I think I've talked about Ty West on a number of streams and how, we need more Ty West movies. And bam, 2022 happens and we get two Ty West movies, two theatrical Ty West movies in the same year. And we're getting a sequel to X coming soon too, right? So we got X, Pearl, the prequel to X, and now we're getting a sequel to X. So, I mean, Ty West is, 2022 is the year of Ty West, I guess. Yeah, very happy for him. I don't think he's made a bad movie. Again, I've not seen Pearl, and I've not seen the Western he did. He did a Western. I've not seen it, but House of the Devil, The Innkeepers, Sacrament, X. I've liked them all. Yeah, I heard it's not even, I heard that Pearl is kind of more of a drama than a horror movie. But I mean, that's fine. There's Nocturnal 91. What's up? Maxine. Yes, that's the sequel to X, right? Maxine with 3 X's. Yeah. I actually did an unboxing of 2 new Michael Myers masks last night. That video will be out tomorrow. And I've got I'm going to be unboxing a lot of Myers masks before Halloween. So if you like those Myers mask unboxings, there's going to be a lot of them. So, all right, but yeah, the Friday the 13th 4K controversy, just to wrap things up on it. If you purchased it and you think it's too dark or whatever the issue is, try adjusting some settings on your player. It certainly helped mine. I still think it's a little dark though, but there are moments in this film that looked absolutely incredible. The best the movie's ever looked. And again, I've seen it on every format with the exception of Laserdisc and Beta. So let's get out some fresh linen now. I've got the toasted marshmallow. Smelling the place up, smelling good. Let's get some of that fresh linen out. Fresh linen. That was the last thing Joey probably smelled before Vic put that axe in his back. Yeah. R.I.P. Joey. Oh, thank you, Drum Smash. Thank you. I don't know if I've seen The Car from 1977, Alan. Don't know if I've seen that one. I do want to I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement now. Like I said early on in the stream, Hollywood Jeremy has signed the hottest free agent on the market to the PWO. They are now the official enforcer of the PWO. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal that individual right now. The following announcement has been paid for by the PWO.
Hey, it's Eric Freeman, SNDN2, your favorite holiday has-been. PWO, His World Order, get your shirt, or I'll see you in the alley.
That is right. Eric Freeman is PWO. You know? These gummies are good. Thank you, Christian. That's right. Eric Freeman is PWO. He is the enforcer of the PWO. So, that's just putting some people on notice. You know what I mean? So, That's funny, Big Crack Rock. Yep. You know, Eric keeps in shape. So maybe when we do our annual holiday stream with Eric Freeman, I can get him to give you guys some pointers, some workout pointers or something. So, well. But yeah. Also, be sure to check out Eric's website. You can get all sorts of cool Eric Freeman swag there. Have it just in time for the holidays. Nothing makes a better Christmas present than a little garbage can signed by Eric Freeman. You can get all that at his website, theericfreeman.com. That's THEE, ericfreeman.com. So, oh, goodness. That's right. Eric gonna take out the garbage. That's right. That's right. Some Piz ASMR chewing. You know, ASMR channels on Twitch are huge. Huge. So, but oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. We've got 67 likes on the stream. Thank you all for 67 likes. If you've not dropped a like, please do so. I would appreciate that very much. Yeah, I did hear that, Robin. Yes. 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 I did hear that. Halloween 4 and 5 and the original Halloween is going to be making its way back to theaters this year. I don't think they're playing at any theater near me, but, yeah. So, we've got a Killjoy here. You still on the S? God, if you tuned in, if you'd not just jump on and make a idiotic comment like that, you would have heard me say that if you adjust the settings, it looks great. But no, you just got to jump on, shoot off at the mouth. Oh, God. But let's talk about Scream Factory. Scream Factory has just turned the ripe old age of 10 years old. 10 years ago today, they released Halloween 2 and Halloween 3. 2-disc collector's edition. They came out of the gate just blazing with these two releases and really, I mean, put their name on the map in a huge, huge way. It doesn't seem like it's been 10 years, but at the same time, it kind of does. And they've released, I think, over 650 titles at this point. And for the longest time, Scream Factory, they were, when it came to horror physical media releases, they were at the top of their game. There was a stumble here and there. Of course, we like to, poke fun at them here recently for some quality control issues and the off-gassing issues and whatnot. But there for a number of years, they were just absolutely killing it. I remember hearing about these when they were first announced, ordering them, and just, Scream Factory really, in my opinion, for the longest time, They really could do no wrong. They were putting out these kinds of releases, stuffing them with extras. I love making of documentaries. Love making of documentaries. You get the director together, you get the writer together, you get the cinematographer, you get the cast, and you just talk about the making of the movie. And both of these had excellent making of documentaries on them. Also commentaries. I mean, just, they were loaded. I mean, look at all the extras on Halloween 2. And these were all, most of them brand new. There's Halloween 3. So, and of course, slipcases. Yes. Do you like Ice Nine Kills? I've never really listened to Ice Nine Kills, Danny. Didn't they do that song, Jason's Mom? Like a parody of that one song. What was that song called? Whoever's Mom. They called it Jason's Mom, and I think that was them, wasn't it? Other than that, I've really not listened to very much Ice Nine Kills. But, yeah, I mean, it all started with Halloween 2 and Halloween 3, and from there they released like The Howling, Terror Train, The Burning. There was just a long list of really great releases that they dropped right after Halloween 2 and Halloween 3. But it really started with these two, and still, I mean, these are just incredible releases. Stacy's Mom. That's it. Stacy's Mom. Yes. That's it. Hey, Caniac, what's up? But yeah, so I grabbed a few of my favorite Scream Factory releases off the shelf, just to kind of talk about them and reminisce about their 10-year existence. I didn't grab the Halloween box set. I mean, that's kind of a given. That's really, to me, that is Scream Factory's crowning achievement. You can say whatever you want about Scream Factory. They did the impossible. They gave us a full Halloween box set, which is something I never thought we'd see. Because that series was just torn between so many different entities, and of course you had the producer's cut of Halloween 6, and I just never thought we'd get a complete box set. And along comes Scream Factory with the assistance of a lot of different people to make that happen. But that Halloween release is still just incredible. It blows my mind to think that exists. I think there was an issue with like the Halloween 4 disc on that one, but they did a disc replacement thing. But still, just an amazing release. Really, just mind blowing that they managed to make that happen. And really, Halloween 6 is kind of like the centerpiece of that set, with all the new extras and, of course, the high def producer's cuts. And I think you all know I love Halloween 6. So, yeah, I don't know. Great box set, the Halloween box set. But wanted to grab a few of my favorite titles from Scream Factory, and I'll just all these together. The Sleepaway Camp films, and I know Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 are really expensive. Well, Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 are really expensive releases. Well, gosh, I can't get it right. There we go. I know those are really expensive, and I still didn't get it right. What the hell's wrong with me? There we go. I know Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 are long out of print, and they're very expensive if you try and pick them up on the second-hand market. But love all three of these movies. I may be in the minority when I say that Sleepaway Camp, the original one, is my favorite, because I think most people seem to land on Part 2 as their favorite. The original's always been my favorite, although Part 2 I think is a lot of fun. And Part 3 is okay. It's fun too. It's fun too. But not only to give these, especially 2 and 3 Blu-ray releases, but to give them the kind of extras that they had as well is really cool. So, if you guys want to share with me some of your personal favorite Scream Factory releases as I go along here, please do. My favorite SF releases are John Carpenter's Steelbooks. I'm only missing the Thing Steelbook. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Dr. CZ Death. How you doing, Chris? Jerry Nelson is a Halloween fan. I say Scream Factory has done right for all Halloween, even the 4Ks, who thought we'd get basically a complete set of Halloween 4Ks, then complete set of Halloween Blu-rays. Yeah. Oh, totally Saturn. Yeah, totally. Even though those 4Ks will come out, and eventually they'll probably put all the 4Ks in a box set together. Yeah, that Blu-ray set is special. It's still special. But yeah, the Sleepaway Camp 1, 2, and 3 Scream Factory releases, just yeah, great releases. This is one of my favorites. The Exorcist 3. Scream Factory did an excellent job with the Exorcist 3 release. They gave us the theatrical cut. They gave us the William Peter Blatty cut. Lots of extras. The film looks great on this release also. And I'd never seen the Blatty, or the director's cut of Exorcist 3. So it was interesting seeing that one. I prefer the theatrical version. Brad Dourif's performance is so much better in the theatrical version. The theatrical version has more of a definitive ending. Yeah, it's got that tacked on exorcism, but I actually think that exorcism's pretty cool. So, but yeah, The Exorcist 3 is a tremendous sequel. If you've not seen it, you definitely should. Great movie, and this is a great release. And let's see, I think we have... Do we have a Blatty commentary on his cut of the film here? I thought we did. Audio interview with writer-director William Peter Blatty. No. For some reason I thought we had a commentary with him on the director's cut. Oh well. Still, great release. One of my favorite Bronson films, 10 to Midnight, Scream Factory. Scream Factory gave a great release to 10 to Midnight. So, there's Bronson there on the back. Lots of extras. Great movie. If you've not seen 10 to Midnight, you gotta see 10 to Midnight. Let's see. Looks like I think my chat may have frozen up here. It sure did. Goodness gracious. Red Shirt Pictures, a.k.a. Michael Felsher, killed on these special features. Yes, Michael Felsher worked on quite a lot of these extras for the Scream Factory releases. I think he do the I think he did the extras for the Exorcist 3 release, as a matter of fact. Escape from New York and Pumpkinhead Steelbook, I love. Dude agrees with me on the theatrical cut over the director's cut. Kevin Dudley, some of his favorite Scream Factory releases are Army of Darkness, Friday the 13th box set, the Wreck box set, which I actually don't own that. I've got the Critters box set, that's a good one. Chainsaw 2, that's a good release for sure. Yep, that's a good release. Jason Lemus says Exorcist 3 is his favorite Exorcist. Okay. Nice. Do I think the Lost Boys sequels will also get 4Ks? No, I don't see Warner Brothers bothering with those. I don't see anybody even going out of their way to buy those in 4K. I don't think anybody went out of their way to buy those on Blu-ray. Are they even on Blu-ray? I guess they are. I don't know. I really like the Carrie release. It's underrated. Also love the Dolls release. Yeah, Dolls. Yep. Mm-hmm. Did the Midnight is excellent. Yes. Yes, Bronson does kill a naked guy in Tid to Midnight. That is correct. Let's see. Jimmy L says The Howling is his favorite Scream Factory release. Okay, cool. What did you think of Final Judgment? Final Judgment. Oh, yeah, Final Judgment. Yeah, the Brad Dourif as a street tough turned priest, who's also a pistol-packing priest. It's everything that was great about late 80s, early 90s Concord movies, all rolled up into one. Brad Dourif's performance is good, but I mean, Brad Dourif is good in anything, but I think the whole reason he took that role was, I think they was like, look, you're going to have a love scene with Maria Ford. And he was like, all right, count me in. So The Howling Steelbook, Psycho 2 and Psycho 3. Oh, yeah. Yep. I didn't pick up the Psycho 2 or 3 Scream Factory Blu-rays, and I believe both of those are long out of print and pretty pricey these days. So, SF's Blu-rays, some true cinematic garbage like Garbage Pail Kids and Mac and Me. Western Ram, Army of Darkness. Okay, cool. The Bearded Sloth. I fell in love with Scream Factory when they dropped Death Valley. Yep, I like Death Valley. I've got that release. Saw the film when I was a child and searched for it for years. Sucks that Billingsley wouldn't record a commentary for it though. But yeah, Death Valley. It's a good one. A couple of my other favorite Scream Factory releases. Urban Legend, Jamie Blank's film. When you talk about making of documentaries, the making of documentary on Urban Legend is probably the best making of documentary on any Scream Factory release. I think it's like, isn't it like 3 hours long or something? I forget. I know maybe that's no, it's this one. That's 3 hours. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. I just know there's a really great making of documentary, a feature length, exhaustive documentary about the making of Urban Legend. Speaking of Eric Freeman, Scream Factory released two of my favorite holiday, well, really they released my top 3 favorite holiday horror films on Blu-ray. But I didn't grab Black Christmas off the shelf. I grabbed Silent Night, Deadly Night and Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Anchor Bay had done a Silent Night, Deadly Night Blu-ray a year before this came out, and it was a pretty crappy Blu-ray, as I recall. About a year later, Scream Factory came along, gave us this one. Great picture quality and sound quality, as I recall. Very informative making of documentary. There's an old commentary and a new commentary. And this release also came with the Billy figure. So, I love Silent Night, Deadly Night to death. Love Silent Night, Deadly Night to death. Yeah, Nick, you missed it. You missed it. You can, well, no, you can't scroll back. Actually, yeah, you can. You can scroll back, and it's toward the beginning. And Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, again, great making of, great commentary. You've got the Ricky Today short that Eric wrote. Yeah, I mean, these just holiday classics. Got to watch them every year around the holidays. And Scream Factory gave us 2 phenomenal releases for these films. And Black Christmas, too. I didn't pull Black Christmas off the shelf. But Scream Factory, my top 3 favorite holiday horror films. They gave all 3 of them awesome Blu-ray releases. So, yeah. Let's see. Yes, the urban legend making of is epic. That is true. Black Christmas release is amazing. Yes. The Thing Collector's Edition is loaded. That's right. Yes, indeed it is. Yep, I almost grabbed Teen Wolf off the shelf. Kevin, almost grabbed Teen Wolf off the shelf. Night of the Comet and Life Force. Yep, the Life Force Blu-ray is excellent. Night of the Creeps, that was an excellent release. More love for the Night of the Creeps release. The Night of the Demons, I've got the Steelbook and the regular collector's edition. That was a great release. Pet Sematary 2, yes. Yes, indeed. Let's see, got a couple of more here. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This was a really exciting release, at least for me, because up to this point, The Town That Dreaded Sundown had not gotten an official DVD release. It had not made the jump from VHS to any other format. So for it to go straight to Blu-ray and for it to be a Scream Factory release was really exciting for me. I pre-ordered this thing as soon as it was announced. And I love The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Love this freaking movie. Went to Texarkana
Yes,
a few
darling,
years
what is
ago.
it? Mother, this closet smells of death.
Miss Rashade, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Do you have the Invasion of the Body Snatchers release? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That is a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one. But thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat, Miss Rashade. Appreciate it. But yes, Town That Dreaded Sundown, great freaking movie. This also comes with another film from the director, The Evictors. So, 2 movies in one here. But yeah, no, that artwork for The Town That Dreaded Sundown, just classic. Love this movie. If you've not seen The Town That Dreaded Sundown, you should. Another movie that had not made the jump. Well, it did get a DVD release, but it was like one of those Warner Premiere DVD releases. Killer Party, really fun 80s slasher flick. Was really excited when this one got announced by Scream Factory. Another one I pre-ordered immediately. Yeah, sort of a cross between, well, it's a supernatural slasher movie. But I like it a lot. Written by Barney Cohen, who wrote Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. Just a fun slasher flick. If you've not seen Killer Party, I highly recommend it. This was not a collector's edition release, although it does have interviews with two of the actors, the composer, and with Barney Cohen. And last but not least, another one that had not made the jump to DVD, at least officially in the U.S., Jack's Back. Love this movie so much. Anytime I get the opportunity to talk about Jack's Back, I'm going to talk about it. Love this freaking movie. And this one has a surprising amount of extras on it, too. It's not a collector's edition or anything, but it's got interviews. It's got a commentary. So, really nice release for Jack's Back. If you've not seen Jack's Back, highly recommend it. Such an overlooked, underappreciated 80s thriller. Check it out. And again, this one, I'm so excited when it got announced. Immediate pre-order, and I couldn't have been happier to add it to my collection. So, hey, there's Christian in the chat. Christian, how are you doing, sir? I think it's time for another infusion of toasted marshmallow down here in the man cave. Killer Party was directed by William Fruitt. He'd go on to direct some of the best Goosebump TV episodes. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, Killer Party, fun movie. Yes. Creepshow I almost pulled Creepshow off the shelf too, Kevin. But that's a great release. I thought that one was, that one's right up there alongside the Halloween box set, I think. And I didn't pull the Friday the 13th box set off the shelf. I know there were a lot of issues with that one. Still, once the issues got worked out, I think it's a really great box set. You've never seen Hellraiser, Danny H. Vlogs. Yes, it is definitely worth it. It is definitely worth it. So let's see. Any other favorite Scream Factory releases you guys want to throw out there? Drum Smash loves The Talent Red at Sundown as well as the remake. I remember not really liking the remake very much, but it's one of those that I've thought about revisiting over the years. I've just not set the time aside to do so. There's Jason Brighton back. Piz, it's been a while. Hope you and Jeremy are doing well. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. If you guys haven't dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would appreciate it. Are there any Scream Factory releases I wouldn't recommend? Not off. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Don't listen to him, Danny. Don't listen to Jerry. Do not start with Revelation. Okay? Because it's all downhill from there. All right? You don't want to start at the top and work your way down. All right? Start with the original and just go from there. Kung Cookie, how are you doing? Greetings from Germany. Thank you. Hope everything's going well for you over in Germany. Graveyard Shift, The Dark Half, and Willard. Yep, I've got Graveyard Shift and The Dark Half. I don't have the Willard release. Michael Sullivan likes Psycho 2 and 3 and Phantasm 2. Just bought the Scream Factory Funhouse release. The 4K is glorious, but the deleted scenes section is sorry. They only had one fifth. Oh, really? So they didn't have all the deleted scenes from the Blu-ray release on the 4K? Yeah, Jason, I've not had a chance to check out my Fog 4K yet, which Jeremy and I did an unboxing of this recently. So if you missed that video, check it out. But this is a really, really nice release. It comes with the soundtrack 45, and of course, there's the 4K. Not had a chance to check out the 4K yet. Jeremy said he wanted to watch it the night we unboxed it, but then he changed his mind, which he is apt to do. But, yeah, really nice release for the Fog. Which I've heard rumblings that is there some sort of issue with that 4K? I've not had a chance to watch it yet, but I've heard people say there's an issue with that 4K too. No, I did not confirm fog gassing. Let's check to see if there's any gassing present in my Fog 4K. Good thought, Manuel. Let's check it out here. Hopefully no off gassing or fog gassing. But we're going to find out together. All right, so hopefully no gassing present inside my Fog 4K. Come on, no fog. No fog. Now, if I opened this and fog rolled out, that would be cool. But no off gassing, no gassing. Okay. There's no gassing. There's a weird number 8. There's like the number 8. I don't know if you can see that at all. Do you see that 8 there in the corner? There it is. Why is there an 8 in the corner of the case? It kind of looks like an off-gassed 8. Oh, well, it went away. It went away. I rode my thumb across it and it went away. Maybe that was, I don't know what that was. Let's check the discs. The 4K disc looks perfect. The Blu-ray disc. Also, well, no, there's a little smudge here on the bottom. Doesn't look like gassing. Looks like a fingerprint. And there's like an O on this one. I don't know. It doesn't look like off gassing. The smudge or the fingerprint or whatever it was just went away. So that's fine. So no off gassing, but like, I don't know. There was an 8. I don't know. I don't know. But it looks fine. The discs, great. The 4K, perfect. The standard Blu-ray had like a little thumb print on it. Other than that, perfect. Perfect. Let's see. What did Kevin say here? Some people are having issues with Dolby Vision, pulsating issues with SF's 4K release of The Fog, though I had no issues watching it on my Sony UBP 4K player. Okay. How many versions of The Fog do I have now? I've got the standard Blu-ray from Scream Factory. I got the Studio Canal 4K. And now this 4K. So. Oh, Big Crack Rock, you got the Evil Dead 4K yesterday, and you could see lines where you can tell it had been wiped. Okay. Fog or no fogs? Time to sanitize it. I need to have like hand sanitizer present whenever I do these things. Don't have any hand sanitizer present. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Yeah, I heard about that, Hatch family. Yeah. Cantnoy Bosco is now letting people who attend the tours to go in the generator shed. Yes, I know. That's like a brand new thing. Both times I've gone, the generator shed was off limits. Well, you couldn't go inside. You could go around it, but you couldn't go inside it. No, didn't get the Rotor Blu-ray. I think I forgot to. I think I was going to get that and I forgot to. That's a good point, Jerry. The Halloween 3 Blu-ray was great. I think that release has a lot to do with all the love Halloween 3 has gotten over the last decade. You're probably right. I think you're right. Ooh, you guys want to watch a scary... Let's watch something scary. Let me just shut up until let's watch something scary. Because this is scary, I think. So let's just imagine that you're let's imagine that you're like a night watchman at a cemetery. Wouldn't that be creepy? Well, what if you started to experience all sort of paranormal phenomena? Well, you'd be just like this fella. Let me put my headphones in so there's no echo. And of course, this could all be BS, but let's say we find out together. Let's just take a look at it, and we'll see what's what here. Let me put me down here in the Kona. All right, here we go. Let me make sure. All right, cool. We're good. Here we go.
This security guard works at a cemetery and has crazy paranormal experiences while at work, so we started recording the moments.
So, I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. The door was open again. Hello, security. Hello. Hey, you need to come out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know where the hell these people are or where. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's even had multiple moments where you can actually hear voices inside the cemetery building.
Anybody in here? Hello? Yeah, but listen, you got to get out of here. You're going to have to come talk to me, okay? Where you at? I can't see you. You're correct. So you need to come out, okay?
And one night, he got called about a flickering light inside the church, so we went to go check it out.
Okay, guys. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Nope. Yeah, I'm fucking done. This is some spooky fucking shit going on here. This is why my security officer fucking quit.
Pretty, I don't know. What y'all think? Completely fake? You know, maybe, I don't know. But I mean, just imagine you're the security guard at a graveyard like that at night, you know, doing your rounds in the middle of the night, and you know, you hear banging, or you hear whispering, or you hear, you know, voices, and that'd be a little spooky, wouldn't it? I like the one at the end where he's like, I'm getting out of here. And he's like, nope, I'm getting out of here. Probably bogus. Yes, probably all bogus. But I mean, yeah, would it be funny if, like, when he was like, where are you? You heard somebody go, I'm right here. And he turned around. It was a tall man. Boy. Oh, I'm sure because that looked like a pretty big graveyard with, you know, mausoleums and all sorts of stuff in there. So yeah, there's probably security guards at big cemeteries like that. So a little freaky, huh? Get you in the Halloween mood. A good ghost story. So I'm going to do a shot here. 10 years of Scream Factory. Into some really good releases. They've stumbled here and there, but overall, 10 years of really solid horror releases on physical media. So, cheers. Now, here's a question. Do you think Scream Factory will be around in 10 more years? I just sit in my car and get paid and let the kids keep playing with the lights. I can't wait for 2029 to get the 40th anniversary of Jason Takes Manhattan Steelbook. Yes. 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 Hoping for a Nightmare on Elm Street box set. I think a lot of people are hoping for that Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Soon. Someday soon, I think it'll happen. Sage says yes, Scream Factory will be around in 10 years. Michael Sullivan says maybe. Jerry says not if they don't clean up their mistakes. Sean says yes. Entertainment Wizard says will depend if they can get their quality control in check. There are still a lot of releases. There's still a lot of movies out there that haven't made the jump
Mama.
to
Yes, darling, what is it?
DVD or Blu-ray.
Mother, this closet smells of death.
There's a lot of movies out there that have been kind of left on DVD and haven't made the jump to Blu-ray. I really wish Scream Factory would go after those titles instead of re-releasing the same things over and over again. And I know that, acquiring rights and licenses and all that can be a pain in the butt, but you can't just keep releasing the same thing over and over again, or you're going to end up like Anchor Bay. So I like Shudder. I'm a Shudder subscriber. I don't watch Shudder very often, but I mean, it's only like what, $6-7 a month. And every now and again, I'll get on there to see if they've added anything new. Of course, they got a lot of classics on there, so it's a good streaming service. Am I getting Amityville Horror on 4K? Nah, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I did see that, Joe. Yeah, it was good to see an update on the Hitcher 4K from Second Sight. Hadn't heard anything on that one in a long time. They also gave us an update on the Martin 4K. So I think that one's about done. Yeah, I mean, let's hope physical media is still around in 10 years. Yeah, yeah. Let's hope all of us are still around in 10 years, right? There's a lot of great giallo movies on Shudder. A lot of great giallo on Shudder. Friday the 13th Part 2 will probably come to 4K next year. Honestly. And then the year after that, we'll get Part 3 in 4K, and then 4. And I don't know, maybe they'll do the rest of them in 4K. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm sure we'll at least get the first 4 in 4K. Arrow Video releases I must own. Oh, goodness. Arrow Video releases. Must own Arrow Video releases. Let me think about that. There's so many. Geez. Gosh, that's a tough question. Well, Hell High jumps to mind. That's one of their more recent releases. That's a really good release. Really good movie. Let me go back and see. What are some Arrow releases that I've reviewed recently? Let me see here. Don't think I've done a lot of Arrow reviews lately. I know Hell High, that was a great release. Oh, the True Romance 4K. That was a great one. Love True Romance. And that was just a really, really nice 4K release from them. Girls Night Out. That Blu-ray release was good. That's a, not a great 80s slasher, but a fun 80s slasher. Let's see. What else have we got from Arrow recently? Deadly Games. I don't necessarily recommend Deadly Games, but that was a nice release. If you are a fan of Deadly Games, then you should definitely own that one. Shock. That was a good Arrow release. Let's see. I reviewed the Hills Have Eyes 4K that they put out. It was a good one. If you're a Hills Have Eyes fan. So, I mean, there's at least some Arrow titles. Oh, Death Screams. That was a good Arrow release. That's a crazy slasher movie. 80s slasher. But there you go. There's a few Arrow releases that I recently reviewed that I'd recommend. Thank you all for 90 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would appreciate it. Oh, the Slugs release. That is an Arrow release. That's a really good release from Arrow. Slugs. Blood Rage, that's a great release from Arrow as well. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ah, The Mutilator, yes. That's a great release from Arrow. Also, Vinegar Syndrome must owns. Spookies. That would be at the top of my list for Vinegar Syndrome releases. Vinegar Syndrome has a lot of great releases too. Madman.
Yes, darling, what is it?
I throw Madman on that list
Mother,
also.
It smells of death.
Taco Bela Lugosi. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Piz, my dude, what's good? How you doing, man? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But yeah, let's see. Vinegar Syndrome. The Spookies. Madman. Let's see. So many to choose from. Their Beastmaster release was killer. Gosh, there's so many from them. Chopping Mall was that was a Vestron release, Jason. Any other great Vinegar Syndrome titles you guys can think of that we can recommend for Dave? Of course, Tammy and the T-Rex on 4K. I mean, yeah, of course. Ice Cream Man.
Yes,
Yep,
darling,
Ice Cream Man.
Mother, this smells of death.
Hobgoblins. You can't go wrong with Hobgoblins. Mishra Shade, thank you for the additional $4.99 super chat, my friend. Thank you very much. I want you to recommend to me Bloody New Year. I think I did a review of Bloody New Year. Pretty sure I did a review of Bloody New Year when that first came out from Vinegar Syndrome. Ebola Syndrome, I was trying, for some reason I couldn't think of Ebola Syndrome. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, Ebola Syndrome. That movie, I need to do a review of that movie. It is so good. So good. Brave Tune says that the Friday 13th 4K, he personally thought the transfer looked great. I didn't see any hints of DNR. Clarity was superb, and light levels on my personally setup were not an issue for me. All right, cool. Cutting Class, yes. I love Cutting Class. I love Cutting Class. That's a good release from Vinegar Syndrome. Yes, indeed. I've not had a chance to watch my Miami Connection 4K yet. I know I keep putting that one off for some reason. Art, hola, ¿cómo está? Christian is a huge fan of Hobgoblin. Everybody knows that. So... Hey, Megavania fan, how are you doing? Hell Comes to Frogtown. That was a good release from Vinegar Syndrome. Let's see. Their Don't Go in the Woods Alone release was good. Let me see here. Just go down the list here. Let's have a look at them here. Graduation Day. Raw Force. Their Raw Force release was really good. That's a fun movie too. If you've not seen Raw Force, good stuff. Their Christmas Evil release is fantastic. Highly recommend it. I mentioned Madman. Let's see here. Oh, Jack Frost. Their Jack Frost release was really good. Don't Answer the Phone. That was a good release from them. Cycle Cop Returns. That was a good one. The Hearse was a good one. Bloodbeat. That was a good one. That's a wild movie too, Bloodbeat. Disconnected. Good one. Liquid Sky. Good one. I laughed at Bloodhook. I forgot they did Bloodhook. There's Cutting Class, of course. Bloody New Year. Splatter University. I forgot about their Splatter University release. There's Nothing Out There. That's a good one. Wacko. That's a good one. Mountaintop Motel Massacre. It's a good one. Pledge Night is a good one. Unmasked Part 25 is a good one. Berserker's a good one. Somebody mentioned Tammy the T-Rex. That 4K is really good. Pale Blood. So, quite a few really solid Vinegar Syndrome releases out there. But I know I did a review of Bloody New Year. Mishra Shade. Go check that out. It's an odd one. I don't really recommend it, but it's an odd one. It's an odd one.
Mama? Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this closet smells of death.
Ooh, Fade to Black. Yep, Big Crack Rock. That was a great release from Vinegar Syndrome. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Manuel Villarreal, thank you for the $5 super chat. All things considered, choice of titles, quality of transfer, packaging, extras, etc. Is Scream Factory your favorite boutique label? Tough question. Ooh, gosh. At one point it definitely was. I think at this point, if you look at all of those factors, the quality of the transfer, the packaging, the extras, really, at this point, Second Sight, I think, is killing it. Their limited edition releases are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. They kill it with the packaging, with the extras, with the picture quality and sound quality. They're at the top of their game right now, I think. At one point, Scream Factory was my favorite. Gosh, I don't know who would be my favorite boutique label now, to be perfectly honest. That's a tough one. I don't know which one would be my favorite. I don't know. That's a tough one. See, I saw a question from Christian. Where did that go? Oh. Patiently awaiting the next Unsolved Mysteries. Do you know what gave you the 18 plus flag? Yes. Well, I think I know why YouTube flagged the last Unsolved Mysteries stream. I showed that picture of the kid from the one mystery about totems. The Olivia Mabel mystery. I showed the picture of her son, supposedly, and YouTube is very sensitive about anything to do with kids. Like when you upload a video, YouTube asks you, does this video contain kids? Or does this video contain people under the age of 18? And if you answer yes, the comment section of that video is cut off. The comment section's dead. You can't comment on a video with a kid in it on YouTube. So YouTube is very sensitive about anything with kids. I assume that had to be it when they were processing the stream. The algorithm saw the picture of that kid pop up for however long it was on the screen, a minute, maybe less, and hit it. And it's been under review for over a week. I don't think it's ever going to come out of review, unfortunately. So, and when a video gets hit with that age restriction, it's dead. It's dead in the water. YouTube does not promote it. YouTube doesn't even push it out to your subscribers. It's the algorithm kills it. So, that stream is still available on my Twitch channel, but I had to private it on YouTube. If it ever comes out of review, I'll unprivate it. But like I said, it's been over a week, and I don't know. That to me is the only thing that they could have flagged in that video or in that stream. So we've got Mid-Level Media in the chat. What's up, Justin? What's up, Iz? Getting ready to watch The Lost Boys for the first time. Looking forward to the saxophone guy everyone talks about. Have a good stream. Oh, you've never watched The Lost Boys. Wow, this is your first time watching The Lost Boys. Oh, cool. Well, enjoy it. You're seeing it in 4K for the first time. I'm sure it looks beautiful. My 4K is on the way. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. Or Tuesday. I mean, it's out Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to revisiting the film in 4K. One of my favorites. So, enjoy. Any future shows with Peter Bracke and any updates on his new 90s horror book? Yeah, I was actually talking to Peter just the other day, and the book is coming together. The book is coming together. I'm working on something for October. With just a star-studded panel, a star-studded round table, and Peter may be involved in that. So, and if he is, I'll ask him, or someone in the chat, I'm sure, will ask him for an update on the book, and he can announce that publicly. But I know the book is coming together. It's going to be huge. It's going to be, it's going to make Crystal Lake Memories, it's going to dwarf Crystal Lake Memories as far as content is concerned. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself. But the next Unsolved Mystery stream, I've already got that one pretty much. I know who I'm going to do it on. It's just going to be one person, but it's such a crazy mystery that I think I can talk about it for an hour just by itself. So, and hopefully, I don't think it'll get flagged by YouTube. So, at least I hope. I've not seen FX2, McCorder. There's Slasher Home Video in the chat, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the Motel Hell release from Scream Factory was good. Yes. Yes, indeed. Mid-Level Media is older than me. How old is Mid-Level Media? How old is that man? I think it's time for some more fresh linen. I need some fresh linen down here in the man cave. Good morning, Chan. How are you, sir? Oh, Apollo Balboa. Yes. I know that Michael Felsher is now directing that documentary, the Heart of Darkness documentary, the Jason Goes to Hell documentary. So Michael Felsher is directing that now. And from what I heard just recently, it's pretty much done. So, and Michael will do a really good job putting that together, and I'm sure it'll turn out great. It's taken a long time, but I know it's, at this point, it's pretty much done. Or at least that's what I've heard. What's going on, Heath? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Got the an off day in the morning. Need to chillax. Well, very nice. Do you frame all your own posters, Piz? I recently framed a 27 by 40 in one of those Walmart poster frames, but it looks to be starting to wrinkle in the frame. Yeah, I don't frame all of them because I just don't have enough wall space. But I've never had that issue with a Walmart frame. Pretty much all my frames I get from Walmart, and they all work out pretty well for me. I do always make sure to check to make sure that they're not warped, because I think at least my Walmarts, when it comes to their poster frames, it seems like they go out of their way to just beat the crap out of them. So you really need to check to make sure that it's not warped. And even though there's that paper in all of the corners, feel in the corner to make sure that it's not broken in the corner, because I can't tell you how many I've bought. I get it home, I open it up, I take that piece of paper off the corner, and the corner's broken. So try and feel that out in the corners to make sure that it's not broken. I am planning on doing an updated video on all of my original one-sheet posters very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Do I still take out the date night Michael Myers mask with me from time to time? Yeah, okay. Well, just when I want to pick up women. Because, women love that mask. The hair on it, it's just, they find it irresistible. Hey, Sergio, when are we going to see a Fred Durst Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake? Soon. Tomorrow, I hope. Did you guys hear that Fred Durst has landed a gig in an A24 horror film? I can't wait for that. I'm also looking forward to the A24 film on the Von Erich family. I bet that'll be good. Jerry, I'm an assistant at Walmart, Piz, and I can confirm we go out of our way. I mean, that makes sense. Especially if you work at my Walmart, because it certainly seems like they go out of their way to beat the crap out of those frames. But, I've had luck getting my frames from Walmart. Can't complain on them too much. Most of them are fine. Occasionally, though, I get the one that's, been beaten up. No, I've not announced the date for the Bloodstream with the Iron Lady just yet. I'm going to be announcing that very soon, though. Very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Hey, Ain't No Butterflies, how are you doing? Oh, goodness, we've talked about a whole bunch of stuff tonight, man. We've talked about the Friday the 13th 4K controversy. We talked about 10 years of Scream Factory and some of our favorite Scream Factory releases. We talked about all kinds of stuff. It's been a fun Sunday stream. Do I keep up with any other horror YouTubers like Cody Leach, Drum Drums, etc.? I guess it depends on what you mean by keeping up with. I follow them all. I'm subscribed to them all. I can't say I converse with either of them on a regular basis. All right, Arthur, take care. Thanks for hanging out, man. I've had someone ask me, who is the Iron Woman? This is the Iron Woman from Halloween Kills. Sorry about that. For some reason that was muted. But I was unmuted, but that one was muted. But anyway, there you go. The Iron Woman from Halloween Kills. A bloodstream in the future. How cool is that? I've got a package here from a very talented artist. Laundry Art on Twitter that I'm going to unbox here. She has sent me some of her art, and I'm going to unbox it. We'll all check it out together. You can, can hear me breathing. You just couldn't hear the scary, suspenseful music for the Iron Woman. So, my bad. My bad. Unless you want to watch it again. You want to watch it again? I think I muted it that time. Okay. Hopefully I don't fart. They won't hear me fart. Oh, God. Oh, too much Taco Bell today. God. Oh. Oh, man. All that Taco Bell's killing me. Oh. Oh, I sure hope I'm muted. Oh. Oh. All right, we're back. I think I muted that one properly. I don't know. I never know. So I've got some artwork here from Laundry Art over on Twitter. Oh, goodness. She sent me several pieces here, looks like. I wasn't expecting that. So let's see, what do we got here? Ooh, oh. Oh, that is cool. Check that out. That is very nice. Very cool. Very nice. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, this is a bat. There's a bat. It's Halloween themed stuff. Cool. Oh, this is very nice. Check this out. It's a hand. Yeah. Very cool. And one more thing. Kitty cat. Yeah. So some Halloween themed art from Laundry Art over on Twitch. Go check out Laundry Art. Oh, Twitter. Laundry Art on Twitter. I'm sorry. Got a cat here, a hand. You can pet the cat. Now I really like this. That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, so thank you, Laundry Art.
Mama? Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Manuel, thank you for the additional $5 super chat. Appreciate that. By the way, I haven't heard you speak on it, but did you notice that the new Friday the 13th 4K removes the fade to white in the opening scene before the title card? Did it? I think you're right. I don't remember seeing that. Huh. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't remember seeing that that white fade. But thank you, Manuel. Appreciate that. Yes, Muhammad, I will have a fan Q&A session with the Iron Lady. So all of your burning questions for the Iron Woman from Halloween Kills, we will do a Q&A. We will do a Q&A during that bloodstream. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I for some reason I didn't really pay attention to that when I watched it twice. But I think you're right. Yeah, there's no. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if the Iron Lady got to choose her own weapon. Probably. We'll find out. We'll find out during that stream. I mean, wouldn't it be weird though? Like, the director's like, okay, so this is the mob scene. Everybody's going to be attacking Michael. Everybody's got weapons. Here's your weapon, ma'am. And they hand you an iron. Like, all right. But, she held it with authority. All right. I wouldn't want to mess with her holding an iron. That's for sure. That is for sure. Sure. A shout out to Chevy Chase, Christian's dog, who's listening to the stream. Shout out to Chevy Chase. Hey, Jeff, what's up, man? How are you doing? She had it plugged in first. Very deadly. Yeah. She got it really burning hot. And then, yeah. Deadly. Oh, goodness gracious. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we call it a night? We've covered the Friday the 13th 4K. We talked about Scream Factory's 10-year anniversary. Unboxed some art. Been, had some nice, pleasant smelling Unita wax melts burning. It's great. Is Cutting Class Unrated much different? I don't remember off the top of my head. If I made a fan film, what franchise would I choose? I'm betting Friday the 13th. No, probably not, because everybody's made a Friday the 13th fan film. I don't know. What'd be a good? I don't know. Maybe a Burning fan film with a new Cropsy. Or, I don't know. Shout out to Jeffrey Hernandez. No, I've never seen Sugar Hill, Eric. Alex in Exile, you could have been an extra in Halloween Ends, but couldn't make it to the work schedule. Well, that sucks, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Scarefest in October, Lonnie. I will be at Scarefest. Anything you're hoping VS will include on the TCM2 4K release? I don't know if there's anything new that they can release on there. I think they've pretty much drained the well of everything that they could get on a Chainsaw 2 release already, as far as extras are concerned. Hopefully it'll be a really nice 4K transfer, though. I'm really hoping that Vinegar Syndrome will announce Psycho Cop and The Invisible Maniac soon, because both of those are immediate pre-orders for me. Any horror movies that Jeremy won't watch? I don't think so, honestly. I don't think so. I think if I said let's do a live commentary for just about any horror movie, he'd be on board. I do like Prince of Darkness. Yes, I do like Prince of Darkness. Oh, yeah, good one. Yeah, Ben, yeah, good. Yeah, the All-American Massacre that Toby Hooper's son, I believe his name was William.
What is it?
His name's William Hooper. I'd love to see that. I don't think it's finished, though. I don't think it ever got finished. But it would be really cool to see whatever footage they've got for that one on that release. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, I'd love to see that footage. Mr. Shade, thank you for the additional $4.99 super chat. Good night, I'm out. Keep up the great work, Piz. Just watched your reaction to Siskel and Ebert review Friday the 13th part 2, and it was amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's I went back and rewatched that myself recently and had a good laugh. So, but thanks for hanging out tonight, Miss Richey. Thank you for the support. Have a good night. Yeah, Invisible Maniac. Hopefully they announce that one soon, and Psycho Cop. The cat's out of the bag with both of those releases. So I mean, I don't know why they're holding them close to the vest. But I don't know. Both of those are immediate pre-orders for me. I'm looking forward to it. Good question, Heath. My favorite mask in my collection, is it the H2 Warlock or the new Halloween 6? Man, that's a tough one. I'd probably have to, the Blood Tears Warlock is just a thing of beauty, but that Halloween 6 mask that I recently unboxed, oh, so beautiful. Where is that thing? Here it is. Oh, just such a thing of beauty. Such a thing of beauty. This is such a nice mask. I would have to say at this point, this is my favorite Myers mask. But the Blood Tears Warlock is definitely a close second.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth.
Thank you, Horror
smells
Collections
bad.
13, for the $1.99 super chat. Very kind of you. So, oh, was it? Did it buffer for a second? Are we back? Are we good? Let me see. I think we're good now. But yeah, this is my favorite Myers mask at the moment. I recently unboxed 2 new Myers masks, which that video will be out probably tomorrow or the next day. And I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I got a shipping notification from Trick or Treat Studios for my Halloween Ends mask. So that one is on the way. So there was about a 15-second issue. Okay. Hopefully didn't miss much. If Horror Collection, if the $1.99 super chat shout out to Horror Collections 13 didn't come through, then thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, this is currently my favorite Myers mask. The Warlock, the Blood Tears Warlock, though, is a close second. But I just love this. Love this mask. I'm looking forward to the Ends mask unboxing. The texture looks interesting, to say the least. Yes. Yes, it does. Do you recommend me getting Prince of Darkness on 4K? I actually haven't I don't own Prince of Darkness on 4K. Horror Collections 13. Has anybody got that release? Would you recommend it to Horror Collections 13? I have had one artist already reach out to me saying that they'll rehaul the ends mask for free. So if it's really bad if it's really bad, which I think there's a very good chance that it will be, this artist will rehaul it for me for free. So the Blood Tears is hard to beat. I know. That's a great mask. Actually, the one of the masks that's going to be in the unboxing video out tomorrow or the next day is a variation on the Blood Tears. Finally got around to watching Hell High, solid flick. Yeah. Hell High is a great movie. Loved it. Love it. Great release from Arrow, I mean. So Christian will vouch for the Prince of Darkness 4K. Very cool. Very cool. Looks like Dave got it too. Cool. Do I prefer the Halloween 1 mask or the Halloween Ends mask? The 1 mask. Of course. I don't know, Hatch. I've not watched the Heat 4K. I understand it's dark, but it's dark by the director's request. That's how Michael Mann wanted the film to look. So I've not had a chance to check it out yet, though. Oh, yeah. I think I heard something about that, Michael. So we're getting a new Saw movie next year. Is that right? Well, you know. Is it going to follow the Chris Rock Spiral movie, or is it going to be back on the Jigsaw stuff, or is it going to be completely different? Do we know? Has that been announced? Just check the Friday 4K both versions. The white transition has been removed. Very strange. Why would they do that? That is weird. That's weird. And it's odd that I didn't even notice that when I watched it both times. I feel about the same way, Future Dead Camper. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. This has been another really fun Sunday night stream. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me, whether you tuned in on YouTube or Twitch. This has been a lot of fun as always. Let me do a shot for you guys. A shot of the good doctor for all you fine folks who spent your Sunday night with me, talking movies and whatnot. Cheers. Just doesn't get any better than the good doctor. Just doesn't get any better than the good doctor. But I'm going to be doing a patron stream on Tuesday. So if you're available Tuesday nights, be sure to tune in for the patron stream. That'll be Tuesday night beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got a Michael Myers mask unboxing video, actually 2 Myers masks. That'll be out either tomorrow or the next day. My review of the Greasy Strangler. Oh, God. That'll be out at some point soon. Gonna finish up the Town Club Soda review with Jeremy sometime this week also. So lots of cool stuff to keep an eye out for. Let me do some shout outs here. Shout out to Grave Tune, Nocturnal 91, Danny Huckins, and Hetero Gamer 84 for hanging out with me over on Twitch. Let's do some shout outs here to shout out to Connor Stevens for the $1.99 super chat. Shout out to Mishra Shade for the 1, 2, 3 $4.99 super chats. Thank you very much. Very generous of you. Shout out to Manuel Villarreal for the $2 super chats and the 2 $5 super chats. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Shout out to Taco Bela Lugosi for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much. And shout out to Horror Collections 13 for the $1.99 super chat. Last look here at the poll. 140 votes on the Friday the 13th 4K. 65% said it was too dark. 35% said that it was perfect. Okay. Alrighty. There you go. Let's do some shout outs here. Who's still with me over on YouTube? We've got Sergio Hernandez. We've got Christian, Jeff, Jimmy L, Swaggy G, Michael Sullivan, Sean Sr., Future Dead Camper, Sergio Hernandez, which that's actually, I think I've shouted him out twice, but Sergio. Eric, Entertainment Wizard, Mohammed, Richard Keith Bailey, Heath Denson, Jerry Nelson, the Hatch Family, Movie Fan, Pepper Dion. There's Horror Collections 13. Dave, Mr. Boone, Drum Smash 88, Big Crack Rock, McHorror, Horror Orman, Slasher Home Video, Ben Grimm. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's been fun. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday night. And until next time, peace. The announcement has been paid for by the PWO.
Hey, yo. You want to be like the bad guy? You be a member of the PWO?
Too sweet.
Follow the link in the description, Chico. Get your own PWO shirt today.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
And if you're not down with the PWO, well, we're gonna carve you